Hey guys, so can homeowners be detained if they drive by while their house is being searched with a search warrant? All right. So this question comes from an officer in Oklahoma. So look, trash pulls were conducted at the residence for multiple weeks. Contraband was found every time. The residence is owned by a man and a woman and their daughter, who has a boyfriend living in the basement. So the daughter and this boyfriend live in the basement of the parents' home, and that, in my view, is probable cause enough. You know, my friends. So now the boyfriend and the daughter are the subjects of this investigation. A search warrant was obtained and was actively being executed. The daughter and the boyfriend were not at the residence at the time of the search. The dad said that the daughter and the boyfriend were on their way back from a neighboring town and gave a vehicle description. Now, also, while the search was, they have the vehicle description, drug contraband was found in the basement where they live. Here's the question. Can law enforcement stop the vehicle as they return to the respective jurisdiction? Okay. There is a case out there called Summers, right? Michigan versus Summers. What's going on is that the U.S. Supreme Court said that you can detain people who are associated with a residence during a search warrant. Well, in order to have a Summers-style detention, you have to have the person detained has to be in the immediate vicinity of the home. If they're a mile away or so, they're not associated with the home. We are talking about things like they're on the property, they come up to the door, while the search warrant's being executed, they're in the home, they're in the garage, they're in the backyard. All of these people who are associated with the home and in the immediate vicinity may be detained during the execution of the search warrant. Now, use good judgment, right? It doesn't mean you can search them. It doesn't mean, use good judgment. And if you got the parents or an elderly person who's not involved in any criminal activity, grandma, her grandson lives there, he's the one doing drugs, and she wants to leave because she doesn't feel well, and someone's going to pick her up. Use good judgment, right? You also cannot detain people who have no nexus to the home. You cannot detain the UPS guy. You cannot detain the plumber who happened to be there while you're searching the house. If he wants to leave and he has no nexus to the house besides being there for contract work, let him go. Now, so going back to them returning into the town, the answer is you cannot detain them because of the search warrant. That will not be a valid Summers detention. However, you can not only detain them, but arrest them for the probable cause. You have probable cause for them, right? There's no doubt in my mind that a judge, based off of what the cop just told me, would provide a warrant for their arrest. Therefore, they're in a public place. You have probable cause, they're in a public place, and you have the authority to, you're a police officer and they're in your jurisdiction. You have the authority. That's a valid arrest. Go ahead and just pull them over and arrest them. Okay. Now the officer says, what if they drive by during the execution of the search warrant? What now? Okay, this one is definitely more pushing it as far as the Summers detention. They are in the vicinity. They see the cops. I actually think that this would be a valid Summers detention. They can also, not only is it officer safety issues, but they can also help you. The idea behind Summers detentions is not only for safety, but also this idea that you want to give them an opportunity to efficiently and safely, but also to not damage property if you don't need to. So imagine if you came across a lockbox, a safe, you have probable cause to get into it. You don't want to break it open. You don't want to get the blowtorch out. And if you go to them, like, hey, look, I don't want to damage your property. Do you want me? I have probable cause for it. Do you want, as a search warrant, do you want to let me in there, without damaging your property? And they have an opportunity for that. So I do think that we may have a Summers detention. They are in the immediate vicinity of the home. But again, you got probable cause. Stop them under probable cause and arrest them if that's the and so forth. All right? All right. Hope it helps. Great questions. Keep it coming. Guys, before you leave, you know how this works. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. Let's keep making good case law. All right? All right.